Hi Chloe, I'm having to be really quiet because my mum is in the house and that's why I'm in a conservatory, and it's probably really bright because it's snowing outside quite heavily, which is unusual. Um, so I'm going to have to be really quick because I'm filming this on Thursday when it's going to be uploaded, and oh my god, just stress. With that bang bang, I didn't even know that's what they were saying, to be honest. I don't really listen to new music, so, or nor do I really listen to what they're saying, which is probably something I should change. I think with women and sexuality, it is deemed more positive for women to express themselves that way, which is both good and a bad thing, obviously. It's a good thing because we should be able to do what we want, but it's a bad thing because society then takes this and then objectifies women. So if a woman's wearing, say, more revealing clothes than normal people would, I suppose, that is a really good thing because she is proud of her body and she wants to do what she wants, and that's great, all good. But then society takes that and says that is a sexy woman and let's objectify it, and that just influences men to feel like that as well. So it's a really complicated point, and you've brought it up, and yeah, and I don't know how to answer it, and I feel like a bad feminist because I haven't got a very good answer, sorry. I'm not even like that big a fan of Beyonce, but that song sounds like the worst song I've ever heard, and there are a lot of bad songs in the world. That One Direction song, the first thing I thought about when I heard it was that it sounded like a fan fiction, but like it was trying way too hard to be fan fiction, like really cringy. I just thought it was actually really funny. Now I'm ill. Other than Sia, I tried to think of another artist that was female in the music industry that wasn't sexualized, and I struggled to think of one. And I was thinking maybe Adele, but I think she's even been sexualized now. I don't know. It is unfortunate that to have like ownership of your own body, you're not allowed to show people who you are, really, and that's just really horrible thought. And I'm kind of glad I'm not famous because it must be really hard to hear stuff about you all the time and like hear people talking about your body and not you. I'm not really making any sense. For staying on the subject of like things that kind of we're opinionated about, I'm really opinionated about cosplay at the moment, and especially women in cosplay and how they're treated, or the cosplay community, should I say. I myself haven't really like felt inferior in the cosplay community at the moment, but I think that's because I don't like involve myself that much in it. I only got my toes dipped into it, where there are people that cosplay for, I suppose, a living, I don't know, but regularly, and there are women out there who do cosplay in slightly revealing more costumes, but like say they've taken that directly from the comic, so it's not like they've customised it. So you hear people telling them off for being revealing in their cosplay and that they shouldn't show so much skin, but that's how the character is drawn in the comic, so you've either got to be accurate or threatened or like commented on. And I just think that's ridiculous. Because I mean, I myself, I'm not a cosplayer who does show much skin. Well, so far, two of my cosplays have been of male characters, and one has been of a Disney character who didn't show any skin really. So I haven't really felt that much in, but I know that there are women cosplayers out there who every time they go to a convention they get harassed by guys and told off by girls for wearing so little stuff, and I think that needs to stop, and I don't know how to. It's a big world and you can't just stop things by making awareness of it. It's a lot deeper than that, I think. Sam said something and I was going to tell you, but I can't remember what it was, and now I'm going to run out of time. It's snowing and I'm actually really cold. It's not good. Oh, Sam says that I should tell you that she studied this topic in sociology, and ironically the documentary they watched about it had the voiceover say that they can't show some of the clips of music videos because at this time of day they are too provocative. And that is shocking, but it's like also saying, oh, we can't show you stuff because it's a bit of a taboo subject. So it's like, I've got to stop now. I don't really know how I ended that last one, so I think I ended something to do with the music videos, and it's like we see music videos like everywhere now. We see things that were once taboo in my parents' time, I suppose, and it's just become normalised to us, and I think that is a good thing. I think we're making steps towards equality, maybe? I don't know. We're making steps towards something, and it's not as uncomfortable to see people proud of who they are and how they look, and that is really good, I think. To make a bit of a positive light on this video, it's gone really negative, sorry. I am going to talk a bit about universities, I suppose. I have had 3 offers now out of 5. And the TARDIS has just arrived. And I am struggling to choose between 2 universities at the moment. One of which Sam's applied for and one of which she hasn't anyway. But obviously I'm not going to make a decision on where my friends are going. But it's just really hard because I've done pros and cons, but they equal out. So like, say one has better accommodation than but the other place has a better course. It's like, it's so stressful. It's like, I got that, and I've got to do student finance for loans and stuff, and I've got to do my coursework, and there's just so much happening all at once, and I can tell that this is why my stress builds up and I get ill around this time of the year, because I feel like I'm going to get a cold soon, and I don't want to be missing another filming with Sam, so hopefully I don't want to. Let's recommend something, okay? I'm going to recommend a TV show because I was watching it the other day, and it is Pushing Daisies, and it's one of my favourite TV shows, and I fangirl a lot about it, and it is just the cutest, darnest thing you've ever seen, and it's got Lee Pace in, as everyone probably knows. I love Lee Pace, and I just think you should watch it. It's so good, and I don't really know what your taste in things that really music is, but you should just have a look at it, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. It's fine. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Which brings me back to the fact that I haven't done the dare that Chloe set out for me, which was to put a tea bag in my mouth, because Sam isn't here, as you'll have noticed, because Sam is busy with Panto, and I went to see her Panto last night, and it was hilarious. I'm gonna miss not being able to go to Sam's performances now, because that will be her last Panto before she and I leave for university. So I don't really know, like, if I'm going to be able to see something like that again for a while. I was just wondering if you were considering what you're going to do after you finished year 11. Because you're in year 11, right? Yeah? You got your GCSEs this year. Because it's a lot to think about all at once, I think. And I'm quite glad I don't have exams anymore because I've got the time to think about it. But yeah, I was just wondering what you want to do when you're older, because I have no idea. I'm thinking of do films, but not on this side of the camera because I'm obviously too awkward on my own. Bye, Chloe. Look at all the snow, it's snowing. Oh, look at the pretty snow.